workout. I'm going to be doing it in real time with you today, so happy Fitness Friday, everybody. And today we're going to be doing something called a 4-3-2-1. Not a 5-4-3-2-1, just a 4-3-2-1. We're taking some of it out a little bit. And so I just want to make sure everyone gets their dynamic warm-up in and all their movement prep. So movement prep is very much like dynamic stretching. However, you're kind of mimicking some of the movements that you're going to be doing later in your workout. Oftentimes in my sessions, I'm doing a lot of hip mobility. So, for example, oftentimes we've been starting on the floor in a kneeling, hip flexing lunge position. So, one foot's out in front, you're going to hold for 30 seconds. Here, you're going to feel a nice big stretch all the way through the front of the leg. Those are your hip flexors. And almost everybody has tight hip flexors. I'm generalizing, yes, but a lot of people have them. A lot of runners especially have hip flexor issues, athletes. Especially people who even sit at a desk for long periods of time and aren't athletic and just sit most of the time, because the hip flexors, what they do is they help flex your hips so that way you can walk and move or sit. And so what will happen is all those muscles there, they get tightened up and they're held, so they're really tight, they're crunched up, they're not very loose, not very mobile. So we start off with a lot of hip flexor mobility in all of our sessions. So do 30 seconds on one side, 30 on the other, and then let's take that leg out to the side. You're going to place a hand on the inside of the inner thigh and knee, and you're going to lunge to the side into that. So you're going to feel a nice big stretch in your inner thigh. Also get a little bit of ankle mobility on this front foot here. You're going to do 8 there. I'm going to go a little bit quicker through this though, and do 8 for the other side. So just catch up with me whenever you get there. Okay, so you're doing your 8 and your 8. And then you're going to take one foot out in the front again. Let's get in a kneeling position. I'm sorry, out to the side. My fault. And you're going to have your right arm down in front. So you have 3 points. If my left leg is out, my right arm's down. I'm going to take my left arm out to the side, and then I'm going to think of like threading a needle between my arm and my leg, and then back up again. You're going to do 8 of those there. So through, up, 8 on each side. Same thing. If your right leg's out, then your left arm's down. Right arm's going to go out to the side, stretching through. So a little torso twist. You're going to feel some stretching happening underneath your hamstring, and then also on the outsides of your hips here. Once you've done that, we're going to go into some fire hydrants. So fire hydrants are going to be on your hands and knees. You're going to bring your knee up to your elbow. You're going to turn it out to the side. This is why they call it a fire hydrant, okay? So then you're going to kick it out from there, and then rotate it back through again. So let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to reverse it. So you're going to start with kicking the leg back first, then the leg's going to turn out. So my knee's facing towards you, your knee's facing towards me, and you're going to bring it up and through like so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. The other side. Knee comes up to elbow. Turn it out. Kick it out. And back up again. 2, 3, 4. Get ready to reverse it. Here we go. And kick the leg back first. Up and around. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So you might be feeling some burning happening in the outside of your hips. That's good. That's all right. Let's warm it all up there. And then we're going to go onto our back. We're going to do the figure 4 hip bridges. I'm going to turn my back to you so that you can see what's happening here. As I lie on my back, I'm going to take my right ankle, I'm going to place it on my left knee, and I put my hands to the floor. Now, this is why they call it a figure 4. If my legs were straight, it looks like a number 4 if you were standing over that way, okay? So from here, you're going to bridge the hips up off the floor as high as you can, nice big squeeze, and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8, and then we're going to switch it out. Left ankle, right knee, hands on the floor for a little support. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, and done. Good. Give your knees a little hug. And then we're going to go back up to standing. We're going to finish off with the rest of our dynamic stretches. So you're going to do a knee hugging up in and towards your chest, marching back and forth in place, really Try to hug it up nice and tall to your chest the whole time, not just like, okay, I got my knee, I got my knee, I got my knee. But all the way up. Not many people are can get as high as that, so don't worry. Don't think that you need to get your knee in your eye in order to do this correctly. Wherever you feel the stretch is what is good for you. Just make sure that you're not cheating yourself. That's all I'm worried about. Good, last one for each side, one, and done. Good, now we're going to move into a quad stretch. So if you need a little bit of support using a wall, or for me, I got my mantle here, so you're going to reach back to your toes, stretch out the quads, and switch. So again, we're still keeping our stretches dynamic, meaning that we're moving and stretching with them as opposed to just sitting here stretching and holding them for a long time. You're going to try and get to that point where you're pulling that knee back, feeling that nice big stretch, and then letting it go again. Not holding anything too long here. Last one for each side, one, and done. Then let's go through our arms. Let's do some arm circles. We're going to go 5 small circles forward, 5 small circles back. 5 medium forward, 5 medium back. Then 5 large forward, 5 large back. Finish it all off with some scissors, keeping your arms between chest and neck height. And so do that. I'll let you get through that one. And when you've finished your arm circles and your scissors and you feel loose, keep yourself moving a little bit, whatever little areas that might need a little attention, make sure you're warming those up and getting yourself loose and mobile for our session. We're going to go down to the floor next. We're going to work on our core. So for each one of these, we're going to do like 2 rounds through these. We're going to start off with some ankle wiggles, or ankle crunches, sometimes as they're known as, following that up with something called the hairball, the myostatic crunch, and plank jacks. So for this section, you don't really need anything but yourself, and it's also helpful if you have a couch cushion nearby, just for a little bit of back support, especially if you have any sort of lumbar issues. Having a little bit of support underneath the lumbar part of your spine is definitely very good, very welcome. If at any point that you feel pain in any of these, go ahead and stop. Go into either like a child's pose and stretch out the low back and the shoulders, or you can go to the hairball, which I'll show you in just a moment. That's a nice neutral spine exercise that helps kind of keep everything neutral and not hurt so much. So you can still keep working your core, but without pain, because pain is never good. All right, so we're going to lie on our floor. We're not going to need our pillow yet. We're lying on the floor. We're going to do our ankle wiggles. I'm going to do these with you in real time, okay? So we're going to start. There we go, if I get my stopwatch there. You're going to start by lifting just the head, neck, and shoulders up off the floor. Your fingertips are reaching down towards your ankles. And what you're going to do is thinking of crunching like your ribs down to your hip bone. You're going to crunch down, neutral, the other side, and back up again. So again, stay focused at the seams that you're not crunching your neck down, no turtlenecks. And here we go. Going back and forth, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So when you're already in this crunch, you're already engaging your core, so you're probably already feeling your as opposed to laying on the floor, you're already feeling everything working here. And then you're going from side to side, so you're probably feeling your obliques. You should be feeling some work happening. We're going to do this 2 times through. The worst stopwatch in the world. I press start and then it stops itself. So we'll go for another 20 seconds. Good. A little more motion, as long as it doesn't hurt you. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Almost done. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and come on down. We're going to flip over to our hands and our knees. Do the hairball. Nice exercise for our transverse abdominis. Our transverse abdominis is also known as like the corset muscle. So it's like a belt-like muscle that goes around our midsection. Now, ladies like it because it's what helps pull our waist in, because it's kind of like that more that hourglass sort of shape, which is great. But in terms of functionality of the muscle, it helps basically keep our whole midline stabilized. So it's like the midline muscle of our core, which our core goes from our diaphragm to our pelvic floor. So there's a lot of muscles in there all having to work together to support the body and the spine, the transverse abdominis is right in the middle of everything to help pull everything in and together. So how do we work this? A couple different ways, but one of my favorites is with the hairball. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's just like when a cat is trying to throw up a hairball, which I know, it's a pleasant thought. But you're going to be on your hands and knees. And the tough thing, it takes a little getting used to, so if you don't feel like you're doing it right the first time, that's fine. Just keep working at it. From your hands and knees, you want to think of, it's not so much the cat and the cow stretch that we've done, like that yoga stretch that we've done for like spinal mobility. You want to think of, as you exhale, you're breathing out from your diaphragm. So your belly is actually going to like go lower towards the floor without arching the back. So you're just going to kind of let your belly stay relaxed. And then, quite literally, you have to think of like you're trying to, throw up. So you want to have to use all those muscles. You're pulling them up towards your face and in. So you're almost thinking of just trying to like suck your belly in, like you're trying to, like a cute boy or cute girl passes, and you're trying to like suck it all in. So you do that. Feel it all the way up into your diaphragm. You're going to hold here. If you feel the need to make noises with it, that's okay. I can't hear you. It's all right. No one else is going to hear you. Unless you're doing this in public. And let it back out again. Good. And what I was finding was helping me is as I would exhale, I would breathe in through my nose, and then I would almost think of saying, ha, and that's what would help me hold that muscle. It should be, and if you're doing it correctly, you should feel it just as if if you spent the night being sick, that same feeling that you have, or how about let's think of it in a little bit nicer way. If you've laughed really, really hard for a long time, your tummy muscles get sore. That's the same thing. So you're going to do 10 of those. If you're not feeling it, squeeze a little bit harder, pull a little bit tighter together in here and up. Again, think of saying hop and holding it. And hop. Good. You're going to do 5 more of those just like that. And then we're going to go into the myostatic crunch. So I'll let you keep on going with those. As you keep on hairballing, I'm going to talk to you about what we call the myostatic crunch. Now, crunches in general aren't really like the best core exercise out there. Depending on who you talk to, they'll tell you either they're completely worthless and you shouldn't ever be doing them, which is kind of the general consensus with a lot of trainers. Now, some people do have an emotional attachment to their crunches and sit-ups and things like that. So it just really depends on what you're doing. Now, the myostatic crunch is a little bit of it has crunch in the name. It's a little bit different. It helps you use the entire range of motion of a crunch or a sit-up. But in a little bit of a different way. So what we're going to do is this is where we're going to want the pillow for this one. So I'll let you finish out your last hairball. And when you're ready, I'll meet you on your back. And the pillow is going to go right in the low back. It's like right where the sacrum starts, like the body part of the back of your hips, where you'll feel that. Okay. Now, from here, we're going to do 10 of these. You're going to put your fingertips together like you're diving. Slight bend in your elbows. You don't have to like lock them out. Just nice and relaxed, but keep them straight. You're going to keep your ears in between your arms the whole time. Now I'm thinking of pulling my belly button down into the pillow. And I'm going to hold 2 seconds here, just lifting my head and shoulders up off the floor. And then, using lots of core strength, going to keep pulling that belly button back into the pillow. And you're going to go up to the point. See, I'm not sitting directly up over my hips. I'm keeping myself nice and long, and I'm sitting just off my hips. You're feeling everything shaking. You should feel everything shaking really hard in there. And then you're going to lower back down again. Here we go. Let's try 9 more. 1, 2, and 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, up, 2, good, and 5, 2. Good. Is it burning? Does it hurt? Now, if you're feeling any pain in the low back, this is where I want you to stop and go ahead and go into hairballs or child's pose and continue on with that while we finish out the rest of our crunches here. Good. 2. Making sure you're not sitting all the way up because it's too easy. Stay just, whoa, see, I almost didn't make it. Stay just off your hips. And down. Good. Keep those arms in line with the ears. And up, 2, and down. Good. All right. We're going to do 60 seconds worth of plank jacks. So plank jack, you're going to be in your forearms, or on like an elbow plank, and you're going to step 1 foot out at a time. Out and in, out and in. So you're going to do that, repeating over and over again for 60 seconds. You excited about that? I am. All right, so there we go. We're going to do our plank jacks. Once you finish that, go ahead and child's pose, stretch out. We're going to repeat that all more time, starting with the ankle wiggles. And then we'll get into our workout. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Out, in. Good. So make sure to check in with yourself. Head, neck, shoulders, everything in line. Make sure your hips are not too high up, nor are they like making that curve in your low back. You want to keep everything up and lifted in a neutral spine. Pulling those shoulder blades together so that we're not arching here too much. Keep everything in line. Good, we're halfway through. Good, big deep breath in. Let it out. Good, 10 more seconds. Good. 3, 2, last one. Get it in. Drop the knees down. Roll back, child's pose. We made it. Good job. Now for the sake of timing in the video, I won't be doing the second round with you, but I want you to get that in now. So go ahead and pause. Go ahead and pause, starting with a minute worth of ankle wiggles. Then you're going to do your 10 hair balls. And then you're going to do 10 of your myostatic crunches, following it up with a minute of the plank jacks. So go ahead, pause the video. I'll meet you back here again. We're going to work on our power next. Okay, so after you've done your second round, your core exercise, everything should be burning a little bit, which is great. And we're going to work on power next. So with power, we're going to do a move called a jump squat. Right now, like the jump squat. Now, if you have any low back, hip, or knee issues, I want you to sit this one out and give yourself a little rest. Just work on, if you have a chair nearby, work on just doing some sit to stands, just to build the strength there. So you're just sitting up and down from a chair, and just do that while we work on our jump squats. Now, jump squat, just as it sounds, it's a squat and it's a jump in one. So I like to think of this as if you take a spring and you load the spring down, you're gathering a lot of energy within that spring, because if you're going to let it go, it goes flying up to the ceiling. That's exactly what we're doing with our body. We're using that squat motion to load everything down and then powering up through our legs in order to launch us up in the air. So when you do this one, form is incredibly important. So if you don't have squats down yet, if squats are difficult for you, again, if you have any hip or knee issues, work on doing your sit-to-stands from a chair. Just work on your squat form. Work on trying to get your hamstrings parallel to the floor. If you don't have any problems with squats, I want you to join me with this one. We're going to do 3 sets of 8. Now, keeping your chest up, you're going to load. And then I'm going to do this one in somewhat slow motion. You're going to jump up. As you jump up, you're going to roll up through your feet. Toes are the last to leave the ground. You jump up. And then when you land, you're going to roll toe ball heel, loading back down to the next one. So you never want to land with straight knees. You're going to start with bent knees and land with bent knees, okay? Don't do it. Don't hurt your knees. So here we go. All in a row. 8. Ready? Set and down. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Nice. Shake it out. We're going to work on trying to get our fingertips behind our head. You can use your arms like load, explode, as I'm very used to doing. We're going to really work on trying to get our fingertips behind our head so we're not using our arms as extra momentum. So fingers just behind the head. Don't lock your fingers. That's going to make you hurt your neck. So just keep them right here nice and open and loose. Keeping your chest up. Another set of 8. Ready, go, and down. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Good. Shake it out. Is it feeling a little harder? Feeling good? Heart rate up a little bit? Good. That's what I like to hear. Last set of 8. Shake it out. I'm going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice right knees. 6, 7, 8. Nice. Good job. Shake it out. There's our power. Now, good. Get a little water if you need it. Our strength and our metcon are going to be combined into one today. So we are going to need a chair, and that's it. That's all you'll need. Just a chair. How easy. So make sure you have something that is supportive enough to hold your weight. You don't want a rickety chair. You want it to be unsafe. Get rid of our pillow here. So we have a 4, 3, 2, 1. So 4, 3, 2, 1 refers to each one of the minutes. The first one, we start with the 4. We have 4 minutes worth of back lunges and mountain climbers. So a back lunge, we're going to be alternating with that one. Keeping your hands on your hips. Now if you happen to have any sort of extra resistance where you have like any dumbbells, you can hold those in your hands, absolutely. With today's workout, we're just going as basic as we can with everything. But of course, you're definitely more than welcome to add any extra resistance to it if you want. If you're holding them here, just a slight bend the elbows, that way you're engaging your arms and your shoulders and it's not the weights that are just holding and hanging there by your sides. Keep everything strong. You're going to step straight back from your hip, lunge that knee down, and back up. Step back, knee goes down towards the floor, and back up again, okay? So make sure you're taking nice and wide steps, and you're not leaning forward like this, okay? It's gonna hurt your back. It's gonna hurt your body. It's gonna hurt your knees. Just stay upright for this one. We're gonna do a minute of those, and we're gonna go immediately into a minute worth of mountain climbers. So 4 minutes on the clock. Are you ready? All right, you can do it. Here we go. Ready, set, and start. Good. Just keeping your chest up. Put your hands on your hips if you don't have any weights to use. Just alternate back and forth. Keeping them quick, but keeping the form good as well too. Nice. I'm going for a minute. Good. I'm going to go from the front so you can see. Down. Straight back. I'm not stepping too wide. My knees are buckling in. No, no, no. Straight back from the hip. Straight back behind you. Aim for your ponytail, if you've got one. Or back of your head. You're going to feel maybe like you're overcrossing. As long as you're not, it should be good. Most people will feel like it before they actually are. Good, less than 15 seconds left. We're going to go right into some mountain climbers. So get yourself set with your shoulders right over your wrists. Last one. Good. Like so. And then you're going to just jump back and forth, driving your knees up towards your chest. I've been a little under the weather this week. I'm realizing how quickly it's harder to breathe when you're not feeling well. Definitely makes your lungs have to work a little more. Body gets a little more fatigued. And if that's the case for you, sick or not, just go ahead and shake it out and get right back into it again. Make sure you're not back here. Too much pressure on the elbows. Get your shoulders over your wrists. 10 more seconds. You got this. The clock's going to keep on running We're going to go into our back lunges. Good, nice job. Taking back up into it. Ready to go. Back lunge. Is it tough? Good. If it's not tough, increase your speed. So you get yourself going a little faster. Nice job. Go from the front in the last 30 seconds. Everybody take a big deep breath in. Let it out. Good job. Good. Going into last set of mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And driving the knees up to the chest. Good job. So again, make sure you're not doing this here. Whatever your flexibility allows. Get those knees up as high as you can. If you feel, like I just noticed to myself, that's starting to get back. Get yourself over. Good. Nice job. Keep it going. 20 seconds left. Well, I'll sweat out those germs today. Good. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3. Don't stop. 2. Come on. Get it. There you go. Nice. 4 minutes are up. Now, we're going to go into upper body. We have 10 push-ups. Followed by 15 dips. This is where the chair's going to come in handy. You can use the chair for both your push-ups and your dips. Okay, just make sure it's nice and strong and steady to hold you. Don't be leaning back in the chair because the chair will go backwards, and so will you. So either put up against a wall so that way you can't go too far, or keep your weight closer to the front legs of the chair. Now for this one, we're going to do 10 push-ups. You can either do incline push-ups if you're still working on going full. So here's an incline push-up. You're getting your chest to the seat, and back down again. Elbows coming out to that 45-degree angle, and then back down again. That's if you're having a hard time with going full in your push-ups. Otherwise, if you can get it on your toes, chest down, all the way back up again. So flip-flop between the two of them. Try full. If you're having a hard time with that or the form is not quite there yet, go to the chair and do incline. We'll have 10 of those, followed by 15 chair dips. So for that, your hands are going to be right by your side. Keep those elbows tucked back. And legs out in front of you. Bend the elbows and back up again. You're going to see if you can get your elbow in line with your shoulders. Maybe just slightly below. And back up again, okay? So 10 push-ups, 15 dips. Here we go, 3 minutes on the clock. There's a little break in between each one, okay? So you stop, shake it out, whatever you need to. Ready, set, and go. Good, so 10 push-ups, get the chin lifted. Good. Nine, 10, nice job. Whew. Nice. And then we're going to go into the dips. Keep everything tucked back in line. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the fatigue sets in a lot faster when you're not feeling good. Man, you keep on going. Looks like I'm just going to have to try and keep up with you. And good. Nice job. Good work. Shake it out. Good. Here we go. Let's hit it again. 10 push-ups. Now if you're doing the incline push-ups, I'll try those with you. You can considering how quickly my arms are getting tired. This is great. So keeping shoulders right over your wrists. Going down. Pressing back up again. Stay nice and strong. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Try 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Get it. 1. Nice. Body's loving it. I might be breaking the sweat faster, getting tired faster, but it's good. It's good. You know, as long as, I mean, if you're feeling just a little sick, I'm kind of at the tail end of it. So this is kind of just a little side note here. If you are ever feeling ill and you want to try and get a workout in, just do what you can. I wouldn't say lift heavy. Do more body weight exercises. Just things to help your body break the sweat. And like stairs are good. Push-ups, jumping jacks, things like that. Take it easy though. Don't overdo it. And again, you know, you're in charge of your body, not me. So you just do what you can when you can. No idea what number I'm on. I know I'm really low with it though. We have a little less than 30 seconds. Good. Steps are burning me out. How about you? We get 5 more in. 5, 4, 3, come on. 2, 1, done. Whew. Okay, keep on going. See how many push-ups we can get in. We have 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Done. Nice. Okay, got 2. Stretch out your wrists. Going in for our next section. It's a 2-minute section. This one, all about the squat. So it's really good that we got some practice in earlier with the jump squat, because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be alternating bodyweight squat and jump squats together. 30 seconds of bodyweight squats, 30 seconds of jump squats. Repeat that again, equals 2 minutes. And then we're going to go down to the floor, finish it out with some burpees. Boom, finish strong, right? Okay, here we go. I'm going to keep the clock nearby here. Bodyweight squats, 3, 2, 1, and get it. Nice. Moving quick. Let's do fingertips behind the head again. If your arms can lift up, because I can't. Hold them here in like a prayer position. Good, otherwise, if you can get them up, do so. Fingertips just behind the head. Remember, no locking your fingers. Stay nice and strong. Ready for some jump squats? 2, 1, and go. Load, explode. See how many you can get in a row. Good. Stop, shake out whenever you need to. Keep it going. 15 seconds, or a little less than 15 seconds now. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Nice. Bodyweight squats. Hitting it again. Right into it. Whew. I picked a good day to decide to post a video for the world to see. Me struggling. That's alright. We all struggle sometimes. We have good days, we have bad days. I got my bad days. I got my good days too, for sure. Good. Back in those jump squats. And definitely, the good outweighs the bad. As always. Nice. I'm only getting a few in before I have to shake out. It's alright. You keep getting it. Beat me. Almost done. Good. 3. Couple more. Come on. Come on. Get it. Last one. Done. Good. All right. Finishing strong with some burpees. Also known as a squat thrust. You're going to go down to the ground. Go down. Like you're going to play leapfrog. So weight on the balls of your feet. Hands on the floor. You're going to kick your feet out. Good. Let's bring our knees to the ground if you need it. Roll down. like a modified push-up. Roll back up, jump your feet back in. Keep the stance wide if you need to. Jump up and clap overhead. We're gonna do that for a minute. See what you can get in. All right, here we are, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, so you're jumping down to the ground, jump it out, roll it down, up and clap, good. Here we go. Good, so make sure we're going down into your push-up, and you kick it out. Don't let this happen. Don't do the bulldog. Keep your chest forward, in between the arms, down, back up again, and up, okay? Good, keep it going, come on. 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds of work you have. And then you're done. If you want more of a challenge, if you feel like you want to get more out of this, or you didn't get as much as you'd like to have, repeat again. Starting with 4. For your back lunges, mountain climbers, 3 minutes of the push-up and dip combination. Okay, last burpee, get it. Squats for 2 minutes, and then burpees for 1. All right, let's go ahead and move around a little bit. Some dynamic stretches, do some scissors. How you feel? If you sound anything like me, you worked, good. Nice job. I'm proud of you. Way to keep with it. Hopefully you showed me up. Some gentle torso twists. Let the heart rate come down a little bit. Walk around, move around a little bit. Grab some water, shaking it out. Cool down. We're going to go into our stretching at the very end here. Good. Work out the hips. Little lunges. Good. Whatever feels good to you, you can do shakes side to side. That feels really nice. Just working on the outside of our hips. Working that SI joint, ball and socket joint. Do some circles, like you're hula hooping. Some figure 8s, whatever you need to do. Keep yourself moving. Woo! All right. I'm glad that I got a full workout in today. Big deep breath in, sit up nice and tall. Going down towards your toes or your ankles, shins, wherever you get to. Thanks for joining me. I'm glad I got it in, and just been getting just a little bit of work in here and there. I got some stretching in the other night, and yesterday I just did some bodyweight, some push-ups, some squat jumps. Kind of sort of today, nothing as intense, but just to get some movement going, get the blood flowing. Good. And we're going to bring the bottoms of the feet in together. There we go. Good. With this one, you're just trying to keep the feet pulling in towards the hips, these coming out to the side. Good. Nice big inner thigh stretch. The hip flexors way up in the hip crease here. Good. And if you can, see if think of trying to get your belly button past your toes. Try and get a little deeper into it. If you're happy here or here, that's fine. Just get to where you can. No one's forcing anything. Good, big deep breath in. Good. Yay. It's over. However, if you were one of those that wanted a little extra challenge, you're doing this all over again. Don't dream with the stretching. Get back up there and start moving. Starting 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you can meet me back here for rest and stretching. Otherwise, the rest of us, we're going to reach our right arm through. The left one's going to go around. You're going to hug your left leg up towards your chest. This feels easy for you. You can try and reach further through, grabbing onto your shin. Nice piriformis stretch. You're going to feel this. It's going to be like on the side of your hip, a little bit in your butt, a little bit down the leg is where you're going to feel it kind of all on this outside part here. And piriformis is one of those muscles sometimes we don't realize that we have until we start to stretch it. But it's a really important one to stretch. Good. that gets tight and give our hips and low back some problems. So make sure you keep it loose. And left ankle. Grabbing either onto the right thigh or the right shin. Hugging the knee in. Big deep breath in. Good. With every exhale, think of trying to pull that knee in closer. Good job. Nice. And then we'll go back up again to sitting. And then just do a few scissors. 2, 3. We're going to hold it on the 4th one, okay? So as you bring this arm in, you're going to hug it across your chest. Bring your shoulder down out of your ear. Just try and pull the arm across the chest. A nice big stretch across the back of your shoulder blades here. This is a nice stretch for subscapularis, one of your muscles that make up the rotator cuff. Good. Really important stretch to do, especially if your shoulders are a little iffy. Bring that shoulder down, good. And breathe and smile. Do good stuff for yourself today. Took some time for you. Very important. It really is just a small part of your day, but you have to schedule it in, make time for you. Thanks for working out with sicky me today. Thank you for joining me. You did wonderful. And I'll see you back here again real soon. Happy Fitness Friday.